First, he was amazing. Then he was spectacular. Then he had a bunch of team-ups. And then he was Web of. No, wait a minute. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy GemMint, and today we're going to take an early look at the Web of Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 1. Maybe? We'll talk about that a little bit later. This is scheduled to come out on March 18th. It contains Web of Spider-Man 1. It contains the first cameo appearance of Eddie Brock as Venom, and of course, Kraven's Last Hunt. Before we get into this though, I do want to give a big congratulations to Waka Waka, who won our Daredevil Volume 2 Omnibus over on Encore. And since that was so much fun, I'm going to do one better. We're going to do two giveaways at once here. I have a early copy of the Punisher by Rick Remender Omnibus and the Wolverine by Jason Aaron. I'm going to do two separate giveaways, so you have a chance to win one of each, or hey, maybe you'll even win both over on Encore. Encore is an online selling platform. It's similar to eBay. Sellers will post a comic book up for sale, whether it's a 7-day auction or a buy it now, but instead of posting pictures, they post videos. This gives them time to really show off the item, talk about the comic book, maybe give you some backstory, point out any defects, and you could bid on it or make an offer. Encore got their start with Funko Pops and retro video games and have recently opened their comic books category. All sellers are vetted and upload photo ID, myself included, and Encore has a buyer's guarantee just in case you purchase something that doesn't arrive as described. And if you guys download Encore using my link in the description or in the pinned comment, give me a follow. I go by GemMint over there, and enter one of these or both of these giveaways. It's 100% free. Even if you win, Encore covers the shipping. So go ahead and download Encore. Follow me on there, join the giveaways, and check out anything that I have up there for sale. With that out the way, let's jump into the Web of Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 1, maybe. All right, so they did 3 covers for this omnibus. This is the standard cover, which is the cover for Web of Spider-Man issue 8. There is a Greg LaRocque direct market edition and a Mike Zeck DM variant, which is from Kraven's Last Hunt. Now, when I teased this, a couple of people mentioned no Volume 1. I wonder why they didn't call this Web of Spider-Man Volume 1. The book collects issues 1 through 34, the first 3 annuals, and also has Amazing Spider-Man 268 and 293 through 295, and then it has Spectacular Spider-Man 131 through 133. $125 cover price. I could only imagine maybe they plan to do like a Web of Spider-Man by Jerry Conway or just Spider-Man by Jerry Conway, because the original Volume 1 goes like 129 issues and 10 annuals. So I'm not sure why they didn't label this a Volume 1. The inside of the dust jacket talks about Spider-Man's popularity in the 1980s and how he had multiple titles going on at once. You had Amazing Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man. Then you had Marvel team up with Spider-Man featuring a special guest. When that ended, they started Web of Spider-Man, which would technically be his 3rd title that was ongoing. Some of the creators that we have here, we have J.M. DeMatteis, Danny Fingerroth, David Michelini, Ann Nocenti, Mark Silvestri, and of course, Mike Zeck. No wraparound on the hardcover, but we do have that same Mike Zeck image, the same as the direct market variant. Spine is the same as the dust jacket. And then you have the image on the back with Spider-Man in the black costume and Wolverine. All right, let's take a look at this bad boy. The black cover pages. The graphic design on this book is actually really nice. They keep this web theme going on throughout. So Spider-Man back in the red and blues. This is after Secret Wars. This is after the symbiote saga. We actually have the issues that lead up to the first appearance of Venom, the Web of Spider-Man issues that just teases his hand, Eddie Brock's hand or what have you. Table of contents, again, with the graphic design looking great. Mary Jane and Spider-Man. Here is the symbiote leaving Peter Parker, doing his own thing, hiding back in the closet, leading with Web of Spider-Man #1, which has a beautiful cover. Ironically, wasn't an option for the dust jacket. I guess because they used this for another omnibus recently. I can't remember which one it was. So Web of Spider-Man 1, you have him figuring out that the costume is a symbiote. He gets rid of it famously. And throughout Web of Spider-Man, he'll end up donning the black costume again, but just a fabric version. So just for the aesthetics, not for the symbiotes. So here's the, what is it, the Vulturians, Vulture, and he has like some cronies this time. And I like how they did the covers on this one really large. I feel like they're larger than in other Omnis with such a smaller border here. But I really am digging that. This has the return of the Beyonder, which leads into Secret Wars 2. So there's some of those tie-ins in this Web of Spider-Man series. You have the return of Doc Ock. But I think the biggest selling point on this omnibus is Kraven's Last Hunt. I don't think it's ever been collected in the omnibus format before. I had the oversized hardcover. I read and reviewed that one back in the day on the channel. Here's Spidey back with the black costume, but again, not the symbiote. Very cool. The only other thing is the Web of Spider-Man title does eventually lead into the Clone Saga, but that's like towards the very end of Volume 1, and then there's a short-lived Volume 2. So, again, I'm not really sure why. You know what? Yeah, you know what? That's what I wanted to check. It does say Volume 1 on the credits here. So maybe they will do a Volume 2, but it doesn't say it on the spine. Yeah, so there is hope, y'all. It does say Volume 1 right here. I forgot I was supposed to check that in the beginning. All right, so let's see if we could find the first tease of Eddie Brock. This would be prior to ASM 299. I think it may be in Web of Spider-Man 18. Let's try to find that, you guys. Here's 15 with Chance. Yeah, because you have David Michelini, and we all know that Chance is the enemy that's in ASM 298, which is Todd McFarlane's first time on Spider-Man, and then 299. You get the first appearance of Venom, in Cameo? So let's see if we could find that hand. Isn't it the hand that's pushes Peter Parker onto the tracks? Here's 17. I'm pretty sure this is it. This Where is Spider-Man? Yeah, here we go. See, someone pushes Peter and it doesn't trigger his spider sense. So that's the first time we get an interaction with Eddie Brock with the symbiote as Venom. That's pretty crazy. Great artwork throughout this series. I'm a big Web of Spider-Man guy. I always like that. What was it? Web of Spider-Man 100 with the first appearance of the spider armor. See, we definitely got to get eventually to that. But yeah, Kraven's Last Hunt. What a crazy story that was. Oh, here's the cover for the back of the hardcover. It's Web of Spider-Man 29 with a recoloring. I guess this is a recoloring too. I wonder what the dust jacket's going to look like then. I have to check that out. Some Hobgoblin. You know I love Hobby. All right, here's the start of it. The Coffin, Part 1 with Kraven. It's probably like the darkest or one of the darkest Spider-Man stories ever. Kraven hunting down Spider-Man, buries him alive, rocks his costume. Some of the greatest Spider-Man covers of that era as well. I remember Mary Jane being scared of the black costume, even though it wasn't the symbiote. Oh, then you had Vermin, right? Is that who he was? Vermin? I haven't read the Kraven's Last Hunt since I did that review, so it's a little foggy for me, but I just remember, yeah, look at the dark, the raining, the death of Kraven, if I recall. Pretty sure he dies at the end of this. Oh, look at this. Yeah, here we go. This is the iconic cover. Here lies Spider-Man. That Mike Zet cover. Yeah, so very cool to get. Let's see what else we get up in here. Kraven. This is what needs to be adapted to a Kraven film. Here's the conclusion. Then you have issues 33 and 34. And then 35 is when Jerry Conway jumps on the title. So that's what we'll get in Volume 2. Apparently there will be a Volume 2 now that I look at that. All right, let's see what do we got as far as bonus materials. Well, it looks like this issue has a bunch of pinups. It looks like a lot of Peter supporting cast type stuff. So you got Mary Jane showing off his spider signal belt. Peter and Mary Jane's apartment, the Daily Bugle, Empire State University, Betty Brant Leeds, the Stacy family, Captain Stacy and Gwen, the Jamesons, the Robertsons, May and Ben, Aunt May's Borders, Harry, Liz, and Normie Osborn, Flash Thompson, Hobgoblin, the Distaff staff, the Kingpin and the Rose. Oh, Basilisk. Okay. The Big Wheel. You get the idea. Bunch of pinups and supporting characters. All right, after that, some pinups. Bob Layton pinup. Awesome art throughout this whole book. This is just like a blank page, too. All right, so this is like an interview talking about the new Web of Spider-Man title. I love these connecting covers. The Gold Rush. I used to send this to my boy Gold Rush. This was always a crazy cover. These were the ones that tied in with Secret Wars too. All right. Oh, beautiful. Charles Vess, painted cover. I'm a sucker for painted covers, so this one always stuck out to me. Web of Spider-Man #1. Beautiful cover. Here's some Mike Zeck original interiors along with Mike Harris. This is dope. This is the cover of this dust jacket here for Web of 8. Another Charles Vess. Great image. I actually do like this dust jacket a lot. Spidey and Godzilla and Web of Spider-Man Annual 2. Here we go. Amazing Spider-Man 293. Original pencils by Mike Zeck. Web of 31. Dang. All the Kraven's Last Hunt stuff. Oh, look at Kraven's Last Hunt. Old school trade paperback covers. That's always cool to see. Here goes another one. You got an interview, or actually an afterword by Stan Lee. Stan the Man. JMD Mateus afterword. Marvel Tales. These were reprints. So this is a Ron Lim Keith Williams reprint. Here's the same Charles Vess image, but with a recolor. This is the other dust jacket, too, that I was mentioning earlier. And then that's it, yo. All right, everybody. Thanks for checking out my overview on the Web of Spider-Man Volume 1 Omnibus. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Which one is your favorite out of all 3 covers? And once again, make sure you guys download Encore and enter my 2 giveaways. If you win this, you're going to get it before it even comes out. Thanks for watching, y'all. Stay minty fresh. Peace.